I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Hey everybody, this is part 2 of our series of Beyond Monopoly, where we're just talking about how families and people can get beyond Monopoly or the very classic games and get into this great hobby of ours. Now this one, we're going to be talking, I'm going to give Starla a question and we're just going to kind of talk about it. This one has been laying on my heart for a long time, and that's going to board game conventions, activities, events, meetups, things like that. Because in our history of this, of this hobby, I would ask you to go to a con or something. You say no, Mik, because I don't feel like being the only one.
Yeah, in the beginning,
I didn't. You don't feel like being the only one, and I would go, and I'd be the only one.
Yeah.
And it's kind of uncomfortable, but you deal with it because I love the games. I love playing the games and love just being, just doing stuff at the game table. But I always said, man, I wish I could see, some more, more black folk there.
Yeah, people of color.
Yeah, people of color. Yeah,
you just want, to feel comfortable.
Comfortable.
Yeah. So that was one of my biggest hesitations.
Yeah.
Was, he said, I want to go to this meetup. I found this group of board gamers.
Yeah.
And the first time I went to one, we were the only ones there. And I have to say, I wasn't quite comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not that I haven't grown up in diverse situations.
Yes.
I went to a diverse high school.
Yes.
I went to a diverse college.
Yes.
I lived in a diverse city after college.
Mm-hmm. Seattle, Washington.
Seattle. But sometimes, especially when you want to just relax and unwind and have fun, you want to feel comfortable.
Yes.
And when you go into a room and you look around and nobody else in that room looks like you.
And those folk doing
they look at you like, why are you here? It can be very off-putting.
Yeah, and we always have to make sure we take a game or two just in case the folk
nobody
are
wants to play with
not
us.
Friendly enough to really want to play with us.
Yeah, we've had that experience.
Yes, we have.
But the after I got over my comfort zone and I told my husband, okay, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
I decided I didn't want him going by himself either.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we decided to go and we would play a game. When we go into a room and if people just looked at us, we go ahead and find a space and we just play by ourselves for a little while.
Yeah. And
if no one talked to us or we didn't see an opportunity to talk to other people, we just leave.
Now in Houston we had, friends that we could, we had,
but we made some friends.
made some friends that we had some comfortable places to play.
Yeah.
And they were there. We played a lot of games.
We made friends.
Yeah, we made friends.
Because we would go to these different meetups.
Yeah.
And we finally find some people would talk to us, some wouldn't. Mm-hmm. And then
some good friends made out of those.
We made some really good friends that we are still friends with to this day.
Yes, we are.
They're still very active in the hobby.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
And one of our really good friends, at least, female friends, is Kim.
Yeah. Kim Lucas.
Yeah. And Kim Lucas, now we've mentioned this before, we were at Comic Palooza and we went to the board gaming area. And they had a board game library, and she was over the library. She was one of the
people working. From Ed
Games.
Yeah.
And we were trying to find something to play, and she introduced us to Quadropolis and also World's Fair. And we got to know Kim from there, and from that point we became friends. We've hung out at her home and played games with her and been to other places with Kim. And so there are people at these cons.
And if we were too scared to go, because we've had someone tell us that at a recent convention that happened here, they had a friend, a person of color that wanted to come to a con, but said, nope, not going to go because I'm going to be the only one, and I just don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, that was one of our viewers, and that was a viewer comment that was so happy to get to our channel because they had a friend of color who didn't want to go to a con because they didn't want to be the only one. Yeah. And we just want to say we know where you've been or we know how you feel.
Yeah,
but we've been there, done that.
But if we would have not did that for Compalooza and just said, nope, don't want to go, we're going to be the only one, which we kind of were, we would have missed out on Quadropolis, missed out on World's Fair, great game, World's Fair, and we would have missed out meeting Kim. Because Kim is still a good friend to this day, been over to our house. She has gotten us deeper into the board game and hobby. Yeah. You know, so
So sometimes you got to get out of your comfort zone.
Yes, you do. Yes,
you got to get out of your comfort zone.
Yes, you do.
And we did. We would just venture out. And I remember we went to a couple of them at Cafe Express. Another situation where it's a cafe, not a gaming cafe, and people are trying to play board games and everybody around you is trying to eat, and it's just not conducive to me to play games.
Yeah.
But we went a few times. We met another guy there by
Charles Washington, and he helped us get into the hobby too.
He did. Charles helped us a lot. He's in Houston. Hey, Charles.
Hey, Charles.
He helped us, and we would go to things with him, and we went a few times.
And we were so excited to see another person of color.
Yeah, because by the way, Charles is a person of color.
He's a black guy.
Yeah, so it was nice to see him.
Yeah, it was good to see him. We were like, oh my God.
And he was in charge of the gaming night.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we got somebody else who really knows board gaming. He
that
can
look
help
like
us. Yeah, he can help us get more involved in
this
hobby.
He did help us.
He did. He introduced us to Sushi Go and Terra Mystica.
Yeah.
And
now our head hurt the first time we did Terra Mystica. Our head hurt.
It did.
Woo.
But he was really nice to us, and it did make us feel comfortable. Yeah. So what we want to tell you, in order to get beyond Monopoly, that means breaking outside of your comfort zone.
And going to those events, those meetups.
And letting yourself know and telling yourself, I don't care who's there. I can be there too. I'm bringing something to the table. Even if you're there to learn new games, that's what this hobby is about.
Yeah, learning those games.
To learn those games and be introduced to new things. Yeah. And don't let the fear or just the thought that it's only going to be me there keep you from going. Yeah. Make a friend. Yeah. You know, I take a friend.
Take a friend.
You know, there's an old saying, you know, my mom used to tell me about each one, reach one. Yeah. You know, tell your friends that you know who like to play games, say, hey, there's a con going on, you know, and I want to go.
Come on.
Come go with me.
Come on.
You know, and at least if no one talks to you, which I don't think that would be the case, but if they don't, you got someone there. And at these conventions and these meetups and these gaming days, there's usually someone there teaching. So if you want to learn a new game, just go to a table or go ask the organizers, is anyone teaching a game today that I can learn? And that way they can help you get more acclimated into this hobby.
Now, if there's a con around and we there,
look us up.
We playing.
Look us up.
We gonna play some game.
Look us up.
We gonna play a game or two.
Yeah. If we can play with you, we will.
Yeah, we definitely.
Now I have to say, if you go to a con and you see us already playing a game, now you gonna have to wait till it's over because when I'm in the middle, of my game. I gotta finish my game, but after I finish my game,
don't do that.
I'd love to talk to you and help you out, but. Don't mess up my game.
She's at work. She's at work. Yeah, she's at work.
Our whole goal of this whole conversation is just to figure out ways to help you get beyond Monopoly. And mostly tell you what we did.
Yeah. To get beyond Monopoly. Yeah.
And get beyond just sitting up in your house playing a game. We do a lot of house playing with our family because, you know, we're dealing with
COVID-19. But it's going to come to an end.
It is going to come to an end.
It's going to come to an end.
And
praying
when it does,
for it. We hopefully come to an end.
We're going to be back out there just like we were a few months ago, going to Spielbound or going to the game shop, you know, here we're in Omaha, you know, and playing with other people or, you know, going to some of the cons such as NuCon or AfroCon. And
that's our local cons.
Those are local cons here in Omaha. And that's where we're going to be. And if you're in the area, say hi.
And, you know, I'm going to get my wife to go to Gen Con. You know, she was kind of apprehensive going to Gen Con, but she's gonna go. She's gonna go.
Yes.
And all some of the other big ones out there, we gonna go. We gonna do it.
Yeah, we really stayed with our local cons, especially when we lived in Houston because we had Comic Palooza. Yeah. And it had a really big gaming component. And
used to.
Well, used to. And then we had Rice Alcon, which was a big good gaming con. So, and then it had a lot of little smaller things going on. So it kept us pretty busy. Yeah. There's another one, GameCon, that was in Galveston. So we went to that one.
Unfortunately, it went away.
But we did go, and it was good.
It was good.
And the good thing about GameCon, especially if you have a teenager, they actually had a video game component. Yeah. So our son, when he got tired of playing board games with us, he could go play his video games. He got into a Smash Bros. Tournament. He was happy. So everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. So we just want to help you do whatever it takes to get beyond Monopoly. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Go to that con, meetup, event. Don't be afraid.
This hobby is for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care what it looks like when you walk through the door. I don't care who you see when you walk through the door. Know that you have a place there.
You have a place.
You have a place.
Yeah.
And you stay there. You plant yourself at a table. You learn how to play a game.
And you play that game.
And enjoy it.
Yes. That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So hopefully something we said today will help you get beyond Monopoly.
Yes. Getting beyond Monopoly. So I guess we're going to end it here. And like us, share us, hit the notification bell. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, just come, let's chill, and just keep talking about games that we love and that we hope you love too. So until next time, folks, take it easy.
Bye, everybody.